Oh, there's the stupid reporter with his burnt-down house wearing his fucking sidecar goggles.
Have some pride, man.
Have some pride.
How do you report on your own fucking house burning in the fires? Are you that desperate for fucking airtime?
Apparently so. He's on CNN all the time.
Hey,
Smoothie.
who do we got outside? We got John Waters. Want to bring
John Waters.
The great John Waters.
Yes.
He's one of these guys. He's great, but I don't know what for.
Hey, what are you kidding?
I'm not even kidding.
How you
What's
doing,
up?
Mr. Waters?
How are you?
Good. We're just drinking our smoothies.
That's good.
Starting the second radio show we do every day.
Yeah, we do two of these. We do one that's a FM, and it's radio friendly. And then we do this fucking show where you could pretty much say what you want.
Which one is this, the fucking show? Right?
This is we call it the fuck show sometimes.
I can do either one.
Because we could just, but don't have to worry about that.
The neuter version.
Yeah, we do the neutered version and then the one with a big set of hanging balls.
We got the balls over there.
I heard you walking in and you said you're an XM subscriber.
I am, yeah.
Are you?
Yeah. What channel do you listen to?
You know, I listen to the vintage country one.
Vintage country.
Which one was that?
Well, it used to be Hank's Place. It's called something else
Oh,
now.
it's called Willie's Place.
Yeah,
now.
yeah. I listened to that one. I listened to the punk one. What's that one called?
Quite eclectic.
There's a bunch of them.
Yeah, and I listened to Snoop's. And I listened to rap, punk, and vintage country.
Vintage country. I'd like to hear those all thrust together into one genre.
Willie's Place is fun to listen to.
Yeah?
Yeah, that old country shit is not that bad, really.
Great songs like You've Got a Drinking Problem and That Problem Is Me.
Yeah.
That's a good one. And my favorite, I'm trying to find the country western song, but the title is Too Ugly for L.A., Too Stupid for New York.
I'm kind of a middle-of-the-road guy.
Yeah.
Like I'm comfortable in suburbia and places like that.
I fled. That's where I ran from. You know,
really?
And I always feel that I'm scared.
Well, you've done a good job embracing that side because some of your work is just way out there.
But oddly enough, the Hairspray is the most popular with middle, and they're sitting there watching two men sing a love song to each other and a play that encourages your daughter to date black men when she's 15. So basically, I'm proud of that. They don't seem to notice.
No.
They sit there watching.
They don't seem to really grasp what the story is about that's going on and how awful they should feel about it.
Well, that's good. Maybe I tricked them into it. That's the way you get people to change their opinion is make them laugh.
You tricked them with pretty colors and lights and
a fat girls, girls, you know, that's
fat
the
chicks,
best. You know, I get all fat work now. I did a Discovery Channel show the other night about a hippo because I was the voiceover, and I think, why did they offer me that job? And then I thought, because it's about a fat animal.
Fat animals. You've made a career.
I'm Jack Sprat.
You're like the Pied Piper of fat chicks.
I am.
How did you get Divine to eat dog shit at the end of Pink Flamingos?
I wish I could tell a new version of it. You know, it was. If it's anything scary about that day, it was no big deal to us.
Really?
We were on pot, and basically it was in the script, and Divine said, "Sure, I'll do it." And I'm not a sadist. It was one take, and you see there's no cuts in it. And Johnny Knoxville would have done it today, don't you think? It was just a political action at the time. I know that's hard to imagine.
We had an intern brush his teeth with dog shit. What's the difference?
I mean, you eat. But you know, it's funny. It's some radio show, and it wasn't this one, but they offered, when Pink Flamingos came in again on the air, anybody that would come down and eat dog shit in front of the studio, they'd give $500. And no one came. I thought a junkie would, wouldn't you?
Yeah, for $500.
It seemed to me if you're really Jones and eat one dog turd for for the whole day of a fix.
I think if junkies had radios, they probably would have been lined up outside.
Or some just publicity freak. People do anything to be famous.
Yeah, true.
I don't know.
Who wants to get their eyes poked out too for humor?
Yeah. Or scissors put on your tongue.
Yeah.
Your nose twisted with pliers.
And I like their movies when they made really bad movies, like The Snow White and the Three Stooges.
Oh, they were awful. Yeah,
what
they
a
would
great
do that.
movie where she's skating. There's a skating star in it with the Three Stooges.
Yeah, who is it? Sonia Henney or something?
Yes, it was Sonia.
Yeah.
I'm amazed you know that.
Yeah.
So don't you think they should come back and do the Three Stooges? They'll wreck the Three Stooges if they remake it.
Oh,
yeah. Well, they wrecked The Honeymooners. They wrecked Caddyshack. There's a whole list of movies they're redoing now.
Well,
the in-laws.
They didn't wreck Hairspray. I don't think they did. No, they didn't. They didn't.
They want to. I heard something about the Three Stooges, but that
They were
would
going to
just be a
remake it with
disaster.
like George
Yeah.
Clooney or something.
George
I like George Clooney.
But come on.
But who would we cast if you're going to redo the Three Stooges?
And you can't
Who
do it.
would
It's
be in it?
kind of a time thing.
It would be maybe
don't know.
unknown.
You'd have to get some of the
Yeah.
Jackass crew, probably.
Yeah, the Jackass. Yeah, well,
probably would have to
they
do that,
are
yeah.
the Three Stooges.
Or my pal
only
Jim Norton.
nude.
Jim Norton's a terrific actor. You should
Yeah.
do some with. Jim.
Oh yeah, I didn't want to whore myself.
He's a terrific actor.
Yeah,
John.
I always look directly into the eyes of the other actor and I point for emphasis.
Really, I think the best way to ever have an audition is to be able to pass a lie detector test, which Divine did for shoplifting once. And I thought, wow, that's really... And he did do it.
No kidding.
And so if you're guilty and see if you can pass a lie detector test, isn't that the best acting audition?
Yeah.
That is really good. My brother passed one once.
And he did it?
Yep.
Yeah. You just have to be confident.
Yeah,
And
that's what it is.
and make fun of the policeman's
I
clothes.
guess.
I don't think I'd pass a lie detector.
I never had
There's
one.
this weird guilt in me. I'm like, I know I didn't do anything wrong, but I just like.
Even if I'm innocent, I would fail it.
Like, you-
I'm one of those guys. I'm so guilt-ridden that when I go into a store and don't buy something, when I'm leaving, I linger around the door. So because I imagine people will go, if he stole something, he wouldn't be hanging
Well,
out.
then you know what's going to happen to you? Spontaneous combustion. That's when you're so guilty that you just burst into
just
flames.
burst.
I want to die that way. So Catholic, so guilty that I just burst into flames. So you leave good shoes, because that's always the crime scene
Yeah,
picture.
the shoes with
Shoes,
that, and then
ashes.
just some
Shoes,
rendered
ashes.
fat
Yeah.
laying
Yeah,
around.
yeah.
It is. I feel like guilty whenever I walk into a store and don't buy anything, or if I have a bag and I want to look at something else in the store,
Yeah.
but I've already bought stuff. I make sure I hold the bag way away so no one thinks I'm shoving stuff in there. Why the fuck?
Well, I
why
used to
would
be
I
a
do
really
that?
good shoplifter, so my karma's bad.
Oh, really?
So I always think someone's going to steal my bag in a store.
I sucked at shoplifting.
As a
I
kid,
was
I would do
great.
it, but
I
were
got-
you good?
Yeah, I even once was shoplifting, and I saw the store detective see me, and I put it back, and they didn't see me, and she arrested me outside, and I sued and got $4,000.
Well, that's a good scam, though. You steal
Here's another
something and then
good
you
scam.
put it back.
You need money today? Go into a department store with a pair of ripped tennis shoes, go up to the complainant and say, I just ripped my shoes on the escalator, and they'll give you $20.
That's awesome.
Better than eating a dog turd for
Yeah,
$500.
exactly.
My friend Marvin and I
Wow.
were stealing when we were kids. We're never good thieves like Opie. We stole Star Wars figures, and we got caught. But Marvin had a really big penis, so I'll never forget. The guy was looking at the bulge in Marvin's fucking shorts, and he made me leave the room, and he made Marvin pull aside his thing to show that
Wow.
he didn't have a Star Wars figure.
Could be arrested
But
now.
was he
for that.
after him? I mean,
He must have been, because I'll never forget the guy going, "What do you got there?" And I actually
my
was-
dick.
Well, we were like 12, and Marvin pulled
how'd
to
you
the
know he had a
side.
big dick?
Because I knew Marvin. He's one of my best. I saw
I
that.
mean, I had best friends I'm not really aware of their
Well, Marvin was just known.
Peter meter.
Marvin, I think it's an interesting question, but Marvin was just known for his large penis. It was,
Oh,
it
he
was
was
legend.
known. Okay.
So yeah, Marvin, and so
Like Uncle Milty kind of a thing.
Right.
I've never seen it,
Yes.
but if apparently
The legend.
everyone
Right.
knows it. Right.
You
So
can
he-
tie it in a knot.
Forrest Tucker, another one.
we were
I
facing
never heard that
forward,
one.
and Marvin
Yeah.
pulled his thing aside, and then I'll never forget. And the guy asked me to wait outside after that. So I imagine he might have fumbled with Marvin's fucking
Oh.
Right.
yeah, big delicious Vaderish cock.
Darth Vader.
Another thing is in the summer you can do this: go in a store and put on the clothes if you have on just shorts, and then say, "Is the boss here? I'd like to apply for a job," and then fill out a job application. They really don't think you're stealing if you're dressed in the clothes.
And give him all
Wow.
your personal
Yeah,
info.
yeah.
While you're
Well, you
while
fill
have the
fake
stolen-
stuff. I almost got the job when I did it. It was in Provincetown, though.
You're brilliant, man. I love it.
Well, I don't do that
That's a good
stuff
one.
anymore.
Hey, John, I was reading up on you before you came in here, and you were a fan of Mondo Topless? Russ
Well,
Myers?
Russ Meyer, certainly, yeah. I interviewed him in my book Shock Value a long time ago.
Is
Yeah.
he still alive?
No, he died. Yeah.
The art of the topless.
I can't get enough of Russ Myers.
Well, his girls look great. If you like big breasts, hey, he is Citizen Kane.
Yeah,
Yep.
absolutely.
Super
Yeah.
Vixens.
The best one, I think, were the early ones, like certainly Lorna, where the ad was longing, love, lust, life, Lorna. And she just swims with her head and her breasts out of the water, which is hard to do. To swim, it's the breaststroke like you've never seen it. Up.
Yeah.
The breaststroke is usually forward. She swam up.
Yeah. Mondo Topless, I brought that one to our show. It is just a waste of film.
The narration is
but the narration
fantastic.
is just amazing.
Well, he continued with narration.
These
right up
bodacious beauties.
We got a couple options here. I got to take a leak so bad it's not even funny. We could continue or take a quick break and talk about your one-man show. What do you want to do, John?
Whatever you like to
do.
Do
You mind if we take a quick break?
Sure.
We could do a take a piss.
Yeah, I got a tinkle as well.
I had to take one.
Satellite radio. We could take piss
Water
breaks if we want.
sports now.
I have to take one so bad that my body temperature is dropping.
Really?
Oh my God!
You're water cooled. Go show each
Have
other
you
your
done that
cocks.
on the air yet? Have you broken that barrier?
Oh yeah, with microphones in the bathroom, we've tinkled.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think
one of our guys. Well, you don't want to tell John this. One of our guys peed on some artwork. That's a no, right?
No, it wasn't artwork.
Warhol
It was
had oxidation paintings where celebrities peed on canvases and they go for millions of dollars and they're beautiful.
This didn't
Wow.
help.
See?
This didn't help the value of the art.
Oh,
No.
It
This
did
was to
sometimes. It's been done. That's why it's already been done.
This was to show that
What hasn't?
that this artist and his work was shit. That's not good, right, John?
Well, no, because Manzoni's an artist that sold shit in a can for twice the way in the 30s for twice the price of gold, and now it's worth way more than that at auction.
What did he do with
put
the
it
shit?
in cans
And then he sold it.
for twice the price of gold at the time, and now on auction at Sotheby's and Christie's goes for way more than that.
Wait, how can you see the logs if it's in a can?
You can't. They've never been opened. Manzoni. They're sealed in a can.
Is the
It's
logs?
been done. Shit's been done in art.
That's
There's no
amazing.
new. That's what art's about. Thinking up something that hasn't been done.
Wait, are they still in the can? The logs?
Yes.
You could shake them around and hear it.
No, there. I think who knows, because there's only opened one of them. As soon as you open it, the value's over, and you just lost like $100,000.
What if it's just putty in there?
Well, there isn't, because who
would there
knows what
be?
it is? But it's art. It doesn't matter. It's
All right.
magic.
All right, but here's what I got.
Art is magic.
This is my question for John Waters.
Never heard of that.
If one of us starts shitting in a can, it gets
over.
nothing.
It's been done.
It gets
Yeah.
nothing.
It's been
You
done.
didn't think of it first.
But why does this guy get to be
He
famous?
thought of
for
it first. Period.
That's what it comes down to.
Yes.
So all we have to do is come up with something that's never been done, and I could be a great artist.
Good
Yes.
luck.
Yes.
Good luck, though.
Good luck. It's not so easy.
You're trying to tell me that there's got to be guys out there that thought of something first, and they're not making money off it.
You ever hear of Piss Christ?
Yep.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, see? That was something that hadn't been done.
magic.
Why did that guy get famous for shitting in cans?
Because it was a
Magic.
brilliant idea, and he did it first.
Yes.
And it made you think about the price of art and about money, and you can be very intellectual about it, or you can do it because he was funny.
And the fact that you weren't seeing it was kind of ironic.
What
there that you
really
would
is
pay-
in there?
What's your definition of art?
Art is something that first makes me, contemporary art, that first makes me angry, and then it appeals to my sense of humor, and then I love to live with it because it makes me see that thing differently for the rest of my life.
How will it make you angry, though? Like a piece of art make you angry?
God, well, certainly, don't you think the first painting of the soup can by Warhol, or the dribbling
That
of paint by Jackson Pollock, it made everybody angry, and it changed art. Overnight, when Andy did that soup can, all the people that did abstract paintings were out of business, the same way when the Beatles put Motown out of business in one night.
I happened to see the soup can in Soho over the weekend. Not the painting, but a replica, and it made me angry. I'm like,
What the fuck is
what
this?
is this shit?
See, I'm weird with art. It's like, I know you're supposed to say, well, you can't define what's another person's art, but I look at certain people that do things just to me, mock outrageous, and I find it to be kind of corny.
Or you can try too hard, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely try too hard.
Like, piss Christ, it's like, we get it, you're shocking.
What I like is impenetrable is what works for me in art. That it's impossible to understand, and regular people can't understand it and don't get it, and it makes them mad. That helps.
What's an example of that? 'Cause
Well,
I'm-
minimalism, certainly, where there's almost nothing there, which I think is great. I'm a fan of that.
Wait, what is it?
Well, a white painting, or, that kind of thing.
I'm out. When I see that stuff.
That's my favorite.
You like
It
this
is.
stuff?
It's
In all
weird.
fair, I asked John about. Do you want to
Go.
No, I had a question about because David Lynch to me is a brilliant director, but he's hard to follow. And it's like I want to understand what he's saying because I watch it and I like in Lost Highway.
Yeah.
What the fuck was
Maybe
going on?
David doesn't understand it himself, so even that's better. You're all trying to figure it out, so you don't always have to understand things. to
Again,
like 'em.
you get angry at some of
I
these
don't get
movies that you
angry.
watch.
I get angry at ones that have been test marketed so much to make everyone like it that everyone hates them. That they know, that they're written by 30 people, so every person in America like it. It hits every beat of a happy ending. They learn something. That's what makes me angry.
How do you deal with some of these things Opie was saying? What?
Which subject?
Yeah, there was
Pedophilia,
Well,
I guess?
I look like a child molester. I know that. But I'm not.
Sorry, we didn't
thank
mean to laugh
God.
extra hard there,
Thank
John.
God,
But
you know, I'm not. But I go to children's movies alone, and I walk in and I say to the woman, "Yeah, one, please." And she'll say, "This is a children's movie," you know. And then I sit by myself and I see parents say, "Sit over here, move over here, away from me." So it'll be a crowded movie theater with empty seats around me, and I like kids. You know, I would be a terrible father because I'm too self-involved, but I'm a good uncle. Get you an abortion, get you out of jail.
help you cop drugs, whatever you need.
You really
I'm the cool uncle.
You like children's movies and animation and stuff?
No, not animation so much. I like just Benji. I'll go see, you know, the worst children's movie because I kind of like them. And I'm making a children's movie now next year, a terribly wonderful children's Christmas adventure called Fruitcake.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, and all the kids are like John Waters characters.
Is it going to be something like the Cranks movie? Because that got me to laugh.
I didn't see that, but I hope so. If it got you to laugh, I hope it is like it.
When everything goes wrong at Christmas?
Yeah, well, I'm not going to talk about it because I haven't done it yet. It's bad luck to talk about
Jimmy, I don't know how you sit there with an actual straight face and blurt out horrid movies.
What was the Robert Reed movie where he plays a pilot and the plane is going up and there's something with the altitude or altimeter or whatever where he can't aim down, he can't steer it down, so it's just going to keep going up into the atmosphere?
I missed that one.
Space.
Yeah, I didn't see it, but I really want to.
I love airplane crash movies. I'm really big on it. Like that's why I
Fearless?
want to be. Fearless is the best one, and Final Destination's pretty good too, and Alive is pretty good too.
Yeah.
Fearless, I thought was the best though because
Me too.
there's a scene where Bridges, the plane's going down, and it's the shaking, and he's looking out the window, and the way they show the landscape, you're like, that is what it's like to be going down.
See, that's the most horrific thing is when they can really depict what you believe a real plane crash would be like in a movie.
I was on one. The only time it was ever really frightening, and it was horrible turbulence right before we landed, and the woman next to me grabbed the wrong drink, and I had vodka and ice, and she took a big gulp and went, "Oh my God, I'm an alcoholic!" And she had just taken a huge sip of vodka, and I felt really bad for her, and she completely freaked out. And I hope that didn't send her on a binge or something when she got off the plane. But she thought it was water because it looked like she had a glass of ice water and I had a glass of vodka.
She probably took a huge mouthful too.
Straight vodka, and you know, and I felt really bad.
Well, hopefully we'll die. Yeah. Hopefully we'll just crash and die, and you won't have to worry about it.
You won't have to start your day count over as we smash into this mountain or cornfield, whatever it is. What was happening in the Lost Highway? Can you please tell me? I don't know. And they were driving.
Totally fixated on that.
All I think of is Robert Blake in The Lost Highway. It was such a good movie. It was so well shot. And then all of a sudden, fucking Robert Loggia's there, and they're driving down the side of the mountain. What the fuck happened? I was following this.
Maybe he just took acid, or anything could happen. Maybe he just got bored with the plot and thought, "I think I'll fuck with you."
There are movies where I'm so into it, I'm sitting watching, and then all of a sudden maybe they start fading to black, and I go, "It's better be another scene." There better be, and then you see credits start rolling, and I go, "Get the fuck out of here! You're not doing this to me."
Here's what you hear when you hear credits. It's the most important moment. The moment when that credit roll starts. Have you ever heard a movie that doesn't have upbeat, loud music? Because that's the moment when you're walking out of the theater, when you say to your friend, if you liked it or not, that's when word of mouth begins. That 10 seconds is when they can get you to say, "Did you like it?" afterwards. So you've never heard a downbeat thing on the thing. It's like makes you feel good about yourself and you leave. So you can say, "Would you like it?" "Yeah, it was pretty good." And that's when word of mouth begins. The only thing you can't buy. And that's when it happens. By the time you get up from your seat to when you when you walk outside in the sun, that's when you've decided, did you like it or not?
Never even thought about that.
Those tail credits are really trying to influence you with that music.
Right. John, you were very interesting. I got to tell you, I don't know much about your work. I just always knew, oh, it's that guy. Yeah, I knew your and I knew your name and all that, but I didn't. If someone actually said, "What did John Waters do?" I after Divine, I'd be like, "Die," and then there was I don't know. But you know what? Now I'm going to check out a bunch of your stuff after talking to you today.
And John is doing some signings. They asked us to plug, which of course we will. Personal appearance at DVD signing events in New York. It's going to be a Wednesday, November the 7th. So just write that down because it's obviously not in the next couple of weeks. And in Los Angeles, along with Jeff Garland, who directed this from Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Directed This Filthy World.
Yes.
Right, just to make sure.
On November the 9th. And the New York event's going to take place at 6 o'clock at a Borders. That's, again, Wednesday, November 7th. It's at the Madison Square Garden one that I did my book signing at, if anybody was there.
How was it when you did it there? It's all the commuters?
Yeah, you got a lot. It was much better than I thought. I was terrified. It was just going to be me and 50 people running by for a train ignoring me. But it was actually, actually good.
It was good.
Yeah, it was
a good
really
signing,
good. And also the Los Angeles signing will take place at 7 p.m. at the Barnes & Noble at the Grove at Farmers Market. They should reword this. This is weirdly worded. Because they list both the date, and then they list, like, your travel plans, and then, like, it'll be at the Borders, but then again, not the one. It'd be actually easier if they listed the bookstores it wasn't at.
Right.
But Carousel
he will not be appearing.
Yes. Do you have a website?
I don't, but there's a great one called Welcome to Dreamland that somebody else does a great job of it, and I encourage it, but it is not mine at all officially.
Okay.
I want to be harder to reach.
Nice plausible deniability there.
Oh, that's no big deal.
John, thank you.
Yeah, John Waters.
Really fun, man.
The great John Waters, yes.
Thank you very much.
This was a pleasure, sir.
See you again.
All right, it's Opie and Anthony. We'll do Line of the Day next.